This is one of her award-winning perennials. This won Plant of the Year a couple of years ago. Barbara King is known for her outdoor plants. She has a beautiful flower shop here in the Pennsylvania, Philadelphia area, I should say, and celebrities come to her. We go to her. She has such an eye for the garden and detail, and she knows that we're looking for those plants that attract the butterflies. Specifically in this case, the monarch butterfly. This is the only food that they eat. It's called an I'm going to say this wrong, Asclepias? Yes, that's it, Asclepias. And for less than $5, when you break up 5 pieces that she's giving you, sending you 5 bare root plants, this is an incredible value, $24.12. All plants ship for free, all backed by a warranty. You have an easy pay of $8.04. And once they start growing, you're gonna have a beautiful burst of color, this gorgeous orange color in the garden, as you saw, and then tracking that beautiful monarch butterfly. This is gonna be a real crowd pleaser. We're gonna show you how you're gonna plant. Barbara's gonna walk us through that. I wanna walk up and show you the beautiful plants when they're in bloom, what they're gonna look like. Barbara King is on the line. Barbara, we miss you. How are you?
I am so great. Great to be talking to you and great to be presenting this beautiful Asclepia plant. These are one of my favorites, not only because they just look fabulous. I mean, that orange color is just so attractive, and it just looks so naturalized in a garden or maybe down a border that I just love the look of them. But as you were saying, the butterflies and the hummingbirds and the bees, but not just any butterfly. I mean, it does attract every butterfly, but the really important one that it's attracting is the monarch butterfly. And that monarch butterfly has been declining in numbers rapidly over like the past 40 years. And the important part of this plant is, yeah, it looks great in your garden, but it's going to attract the monarch butterfly, and it is the only food that the monarch butterfly caterpillar can eat to survive. So this plant looks great, but it's also saving the monarch butterfly from possible extinction.
Wow, and that's so important. We want to do our part. Tomorrow we're celebrating Earth Day, actually. So get this home, know you're helping the monarch butterflies, the planet, and if you have deer that roam your yard like I do, this is going to be deer resistant as well, right?
Yeah, bunnies and deer tend to avoid this plant, and this is a descendant of the native wildflower Asclepia, or milkweed, it's also referred to as. But that native wildflower one, that is kind of leggy. This has been bred to be more compact, so it looks great in the garden too, and it looks great in borders. It's going to be about 24 inches high by about 24 inches wide. So it's a plant that looks beautiful, but it attracts hummingbirds, butterflies, and again, most importantly, that monarch butterfly, which totally fascinates me because that monarch butterfly migrates from Mexico and can travel like 3,000 miles, will find this milkweed to lay its eggs on because it is the only food on the menu for their caterpillar. The caterpillar is only going to eat this plant, and this plant has been deteriorating in numbers in the native variety and the wildflower variety because of pesticides and building. So if you plant these in the garden, you are really doing something really great for the earth. And yeah, Earth Day is the perfect
speaking
time.
of planting, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. And by the way, to get home something this gorgeous and attracting something so special, and may I add, attracts it right away. Like the first little peek at the bud, the monarchs are hungry and they're going to come right to it. For $24.12, it's under $5 per plant that you're going to be sending us. And I'm showing them, Barbara, exactly, speaking of going into the garden, how you're going to plant them. So how deep am I going to go? Where do you like to put them? Do I completely cover them with soil?
Well, you are going to put them in a full sun area. It will take part shade as well, but the crown, the buds, and the root, you're going to dig a hole large enough to accommodate it without bending those roots. Okay. You're going to bury it down, and the crown and the buds are going to actually go 1 inch below the soil level. You'll cover that over, water it in well, and keep your soil moist but not soggy. Also, I always say put in Barb's Blossom Booster because it really gives your plants all that energy that they're going to need to be feeding all those monarch butterflies.
And this is what it looks like. So if you go to QVC.com or talk to your order operator, a must-have for this planting season if you've never tried it. And by the way, you have 90 days to try it or love it. And when it comes to active plants, we'll talk about the warranty that you're backed by. But congratulations, Barbara. This won Plant of the Year when it comes to the perennial variety at the Garden and Flower Show here in the Philadelphia area. This was a favorite, so you did a beautiful job with this.
Thank you so much. It's such an easy plant to grow too, and it's a fast grower. It's going to be in bloom from July, August, September. It takes any kind of soil. It's just a great plant. It looks wonderful, and it does so much for the environment and for the pollinators. It gives us so much back.
Yeah, because we're talking about the monarch butterflies, but you said all butterflies, and you think about the hummingbirds, all of those beautiful pollinators that we need. And just ahead of Earth Day, I think it's something really special to get home, get into the garden. Now, speaking of getting home, correct me if I'm wrong, this is zones hardiness like 3 through 9, would you say?
You are correct, yes. Okay. And just pick a nice sunny area and maybe water it 2 times a week, and it's going to be a fast-growing plant. It's so nice that it'll take any kind of soil, and in about 4 to 6 weeks, it's going to wake up and start to grow.
And then speaking of when it wakes up, I know I was talking to a friend, Steve of mine, who's just off camera, who has these in his garden, and he's like, Christine, as soon as there's a little sign of life coming off the stem, that bud starts to appear, the butterflies come quick, and they congregate. They
do. It is fascinating to watch. It is such a great family activity, seeing kids see the butterflies come to it and seeing how it transforms. Don't worry about those caterpillars. You want those caterpillars on there. They will be eating the leaves. There'll be plenty of leaves for them to eat. It's just a fascinating process. And next year, the plants come back because they're a perennial. They come back bigger and better, and so do the butterflies.
And this is going to be in bloom for you this summer, right, Barbara?
Yes, it is. It's
look
so
at how
great.
Gorgeous, and you're getting 5 of them. So once they start to bloom, look how big and luscious and the bright, vibrant oranges that you're getting, the different variations and different types of petals. It's just absolutely beautiful. And if you want to do more, definitely take advantage of that easy pay that you can double when you use that Q card. You can certainly take advantage of that free shipping and handling and get these home, get them in the garden on that special low price. Barbara, and also you back all of your live plants with a warranty as well, right?
Oh, yes. We want you to be satisfied, and we